Hi, hello, welcome to the Daily Tarot Buffet brought to you by Vertex of Abundance. My name is Priestess Abossi. I'll be your oracle today, and I was sent to deliberate the findings for the transiting moon into Capricorn. We're in a little bit of a corridor shift and change. So it's interesting to me because it's like a closing of the door, a shifting of the guards. But also, I've seen a trend. So a couple months ago, when the handoff would happen, it would hand off in the 12th house. Then it was handing off in the 11th house. Now it's handing off in the 10th house a couple months later. So it was last quarter around the Capricorn season, and now it's the Aries season, and it's handing off in the 10th house. So I'm seeing writing on the wall here as your priestess. Also, I know that when it starts handing off in the ninth house, it's like a gate or a door is opened up and a transition is starting to anchor into the physical. I wanted to call this Empress the High Priestess. So it's the Queen of Queens, but spiritually, we're moving into some kind of zone. And since we're moving also into Aries season, now that the moon is transiting Capricorn, it's another 10th house event. I know last moon, which was Sagittarius, we were transiting also the 10th house, but it was Pisces season. So now we're in Aries season and the moon is transiting Capricorn, it's still the 10th house event. So our legacy, authority, what people see when they look at our life, the culmination of our life, our reputation, it's a little bit different. It's not so much about expansion like it would be in Sagittarius, benevolence, good karma, the come up, the rise up, the boss up, the handle up, the level up. This is about securing leverage or key positions. It's about not particularly hard work, but hard work does yield, does render. It's about gaining leverage, I'm using the word control for some reason. I've heard it spoken twice. Here it's saying that we're building some type of family or estate legacy building here, 10 of Pentacles, which actually, frankly, is the 10th house. Now, I've been hearing It's a Wrap all day, but it just came back, that Mariah Carey song. It's a wrap for you, baby. Okay, one thing that I'm getting is that something's going to be exposed or left in broad daylight or seen in the light of day, or the receipts are going to be found. Seven of Swords is the basis of this reading, along with the Six of Wands, the Page of Swords, and the World card. I repeat, the main energy anchoring us into this reading for the third dimensional frequencies for today's Daily Tarot Buffet, channeling the transiting moon in Capricorn during Aries season. Hi, hello, and welcome to the Daily Tarot Buffet brought to you by Vertex of Abundance. My name again is Priestess Abossi. I'll be your oracle today. I was sent to deliberate the findings for the transiting moon into Capricorn during Aries season that will give us a 10th house event, mainly ruling around reputation, authority, the legacy we leave behind, what people see when they look or judge onto our lives. We're anchoring in this reading the overall energy. The basis and foundation will be the Seven of Swords, Six of Wands, Page of Swords, World card. So there is some kind of reeky deeky sneaky tweaky. There is something lurking, sneaky, moving sideways. You know, this energy is sideways, seditious, and sneaky. Seven of Swords combined with the Page of Swords. And then we have the World card with the Six of Wands. So we're finally, World card, achieving World card, some type of glory. Yeah, glory, glory, glory. Yeah. Um, I'm hearing Gloria. It's the angelic choir. Mhm. 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 Yeah, so in the next week or something, we'll be achieving glory. There is some kind of delayed message coming through about a strategy, a tactic, the truth, some cunning perhaps. We might be also feeling sneaky, feeling like we need to move in secret. Also, there might be some kind of imposter leadership. Somebody's not really the one who's producing the results. They might be taking credit for us. They might be stealing even from us. I hate to say. They want to leave us in some low down, dirty place. They want to make us look kind of low class or low vibrational or scruffy or dirty or unpleasing or undesirable, unworthy. They also want to make us be reactive, rage baiting. They want to get us to stand up off our throne, act out of our character. That's what I'm sensing getting here. Is Niguan Hapa Niguan work? We might have somebody with their Saturn in Leo or the fifth house. Now, during Capricorn, excuse me, during Aries season, yeah, no, it's true. We might have somebody with their Saturn in the fifth house or in the sign of Leo. Also, over the last couple few days, something just started where we're going to have a spiritual victory. However, there is this energy here that is riding on us. It's almost like they're looking for a loose thread, they're looking for an open window, they're looking for an unlocked door, they're looking for an access point to see what they can leverage or exploit. Hierophant, Two of Wands, Chariot card, Five of Wands. Now we have the Ace of Cups with the Knight of Swords, the Page of Cups, and the Queen of Swords. Unfortunately, we possess discernment, and it's going to be most particularly difficult for them because this makes us infatigable. I need more energy, but I'm also sensing that we're indestructible. They might have played us for a fool, or they might be so hungry for whatever they're trying to come up with. They're eager for some type of attention, acclaim, praise. So they might be doing something where they're taking credit for our work, taking credit for our reputation. They might also be trying to shortchange us or compete with us in some kind of way. But, it would appear that they're trying to get us to do it. They want us to look the way that they are. So that would actually mean that they're projecting onto us. Seven of Cups is a confirmation of projection. Whatever they are is what they're accusing us of. And I'm going to just give you a little pointer here. Everybody pay attention. Listen, higher law, higher level communication here, but it's true. It's true. It's true. Once you learn the skills and you get the prerequisites down and it becomes second nature, you can sense it because you spot it, because you got it. If somebody is attacking our character, it means that they're the one who did something wrong. If somebody is attacking our behavior, it means very well possibly we might need to apologize. Let me say that again. If our character is being assassinated and not our behavior or the results that we have, that means that they're jealous of us. And then if you want to detect even more about where this jealousy is stemming from, if they're saying something to the effect of, oh, why do you have to be XYZ element of P, meaning if they're attacking our character, it means that it's something that they can't replicate. It's something that it's a characteristic or quality that they don't possess. If somebody's saying, oh, why do you have to do XYZ element of P, not be, but do, it means that they're jealous, that it's something that they cannot do. So again, if our character is being assassinated, it's because they cannot duplicate or replicate that character. We possess attributes, qualities, characteristics that they cannot embody. That's what I'm getting, that's what I'm sensing, that's what I'm seeing. The Queen of Pentacles, okay. Seven of Cups, Queen of Cups, with the Nine of Pentacles here in yep, as I was saying, somebody has their Saturn in Leo. Both the Leo card and the Saturn card came out world with the Five of Wands. Yeah, so we have a projection here, and it's a Seven of Swords, Seven of Wands. This is an alert. We're being alerted or warned or triggered. There's an alarm going off, that Seven of Cups. Projection, glamour, mirage, illusion, Somebody here is under some kind of illusion, confusion, delusion, so perpetuating a false narrative. Objects in the rearview mirror appear closer than they are. They can't perceive reality as it is. And there's also some kind of, like I said, mirage. It can also be gaslighting, projection. Somebody basically at the bottom of the pile there, it means that they're unhealed, unawakened. Because they want the spot that we have or the spot that is for us. They might also feel like, oh, okay, this is my competition. Because we have some type of Capricorn energy here. So there actually very well can be a Capricorn North Node. It might be because it's a couple few days of a season here. We're formidable as an opponent, and somebody is hiding the fact that they're scared about what we can do, about what might happen if we stay around. You know, sometimes our light exposes another person's demons, and they don't want us present because we highlight who they are, what they're about. They're no longer able to hide in our presence. There's something about us that, like, you know, exposes them. They can't remain hidden. I'm just going to say it like this, excuse my language, but when you turn the, not but, excuse my language, and when you turn the light on in a dark room, the ratas, the cucarachas, the cockroaches run back into the corner. When you turn the light on in a dark room, the rats, they scamper back towards the garbage, into the sewer. So that's kind of what this is. Now, normally the devil would be horrible, especially with the Seven of Swords, but it's not us because we have the King of Pentacles here, which means somebody is either a Capricorn sun or they have a Capricorn midheaven. Of course, during Pisces season, during, Aries season, duh. With this Four of Wands here, it would mean that, yeah, okay, somebody has their Venus in Aries, somebody has their North Node in Aries, somebody has their sun in Capricorn, somebody has their sun in the 10th house, somebody here also is cruel, Queen of Swords, Devil card, that they're impressionable. We were loving, caring, and kind, and we look naive to somebody, but that's just because they only see what they can recognize. So since they're not the nicest of people, they look at everybody as a mark. If they had cultivated a bigger, brighter, and better inside of them, they'd be able to handle up. And there is actual sinister, evil, and wicked going on here with all these swords. We have the king, queen, page, and knight of swords. So we have what's called a full house. So Vertex of Abundance is the galactic temple of ascension, delivering sacred messages from behind the veil. If anything that is said resonates deeply with you today, go ahead and smash that like button. It's a delight and a privilege and an honor to serve you. Thank you for allowing me the privilege to do so. Thank you for your continued support. If you're new, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. If anything resonates deeply with you, go ahead and comment, share, subscribe, leave a review, book a session, send a donation. This is a general reading, so take it as it resonates. Take what you need and leave the rest. We're going to go ahead and impose the guidance from This Might Hurt Tarot by Isabella Rotman. This is over at Luminal 11, publishing for that deck at least. We'll be deliberating the findings for any type of pairing energy by Cosmic Coven Tarot, Minor Arcana. That's by Lillian Lazenby. And for this deck, she's over at Ripe Avocado. And then for any type of correlative or corresponding energy, we will be deliberating those findings from the Daily Oracle by Vita Sibilla. That's over at Los Scarabello. And as I said, the Pop of Love Oracle for any type of love energy, and that's by Vibe About It Tarot, and she's over at Etsy. Okay, so this King and Queen of Swords, if it doesn't, because this is like kind of a work reading, if it doesn't have to deal with people who run the business, they might even own the business. People who run the business, they might even have some type of administrative role. There's some type of technical skill. They have Queen and King of Swords. It's a technical skill. Then this is we're kind of united in conflict. We're opposing each other and we're committed to it. We're committed to a battle, we're committed to a fight, or some type of divorcing energy. Having a fight brings joy out of this individual, or fighting with them. And I dislike this word fighting. I would prefer to use other language. It actually does make some kind of reunion or reconciliation. Being on the outs with this individual is positive. I don't know what that means. I guess we bring out the best in each other, but it's only because there's fear. And it's an interesting type of respect, because one has divine favor and the other one comes to a breakthrough because of a breakdown. And there is some type of business ownership here. The Ten of Pentacles, unfortunately, with the King of Pentacles, it means ownership of a business. Yeah, it can be family planning or legacy planning, but it also is estate planning. There's something to seize, to grab, to exploit here, and there is an attempt to do it. So let's see what else is here, because we have, well, with the Leo card, we can be dealing with a Taurus rising, Scorpio rising. For the Scorpio rising, Venus would be in the first house. And we do have Taurus rising here. We also have Taurus sun or Leo rising. We also have Aquarius rising. And again, Leo rising. So 2 for Leo rising, 2 for Taurus rising. We also have a moon in Cancer. For the Aquarius rising, moon would be there in the first house. Somebody has their Venus in Aquarius or the 11th house. Somebody has their moon in Cancer or in the 4th house. Now for the Leo rising, we would also have either Saturn in the first house or Jupiter in the first house. And then for the Aries rising, we would have Venus in the first house. So you see, there's a lot of energy there. And destiny, whatever, remember I said something about being in a conflict with this person is bringing out the best in us, because we're having to rise to the occasion. There also is some kind of third party situation. So there is love, but it might have started in the workplace, to be honest, because we didn't say anything until the other person got snatched up. And there's some kind of inappropriate aspect to it. I'm getting age difference, one that would make people feel some kind of way. And then also us, the ones watching, we need to speak up. I'm hearing the song, baby, baby, I can see the sun whenever you're near. What it says, finally, you got my love on top. I don't know, it's Beyonce. I don't know the lyrics. You're the one that I love, you're the one. Yeah, I don't know the lyrics. All I know is, baby, baby, I can see the sun whenever you're near. Okay, so there's that. There is some kind of union here, but it might be karmic in nature where we have to learn. And we would be the ones learning a karmic lesson. And we were the ones that needed to face some kind of fear, some kind of illusion, some kind of falsity, some kind of ignorance. We would have needed to grow up and grow out of something. We would have had to find some emotional fortitude, face some kind of demon, lower self. And it does happen. So if this is not happening at work, it's happening in public. Other people have their eyes on us as we experience the situation. But there is an illusion here. Objects in the rearview mirror, they appear closer than they are. Objects in the rearview mirror, they appear closer than they are. They are. So something isn't as it seems. We're needing to experience something or to express or to emote or to vent. Queen of Cups with the Seven of Cups. It's interesting because the only swords cards here are court cards, and we have every single one of the cup cards. I mean, we every single one of the swords court cards. So there is a union here because we have a pair of aces, and we have the king and queen of swords. So if they're not centering over Aquarius energy or some kind of Scorpio Taurus axis, then because there's a creative new beginning here, but it's also a temptation. And both parties here really need to hold out. Yes, eventually. Both parties here really need to hold out and temper themselves, waiting for the right kind of moment, and not with each other, but there's other things that can come in and block or hinder. Because the same energy came back. Instant cosmic connection, similar upbringing or dating history, difference in age, but maturity levels are almost the same. I know there's a huge age gap between us, and some might even object because of that. Moreover, or however, we are so similar in many ways, regardless of our differences. Yeah, but it seems like there's some unknown or karmic ties, but we're coming into that moment. It's a yes. Objects in the rearview mirror, they appear closer than they are. Objects in the rearview mirror, they appear closer than they are. They are. I'm getting that so strong. Something is not as it seems. So there might be some gaslighting or mirage or illusion with the devil and the seven of cups. There can be an addiction. There can be some previous lust that we needed to overcome. Somebody might not have been able to hold their anger. The tower's not here, but we have the strength card with the devil could mean somebody that's letting their anger out, letting their agitation out. They might need to do it, is what I'm getting. Because they're in a favorable position. Something's gone on where something's not being seen. There's a delayed message here. There's going to need to be some strength, courage, and wisdom. We're going to kind of need to put our foot down or let our hair down, or not to kind of have fun, but like grit our teeth a little bit. Show that we're not as weak as we seem. And it's not a demonstrative thing, not a reaction either. Respond, do not react. You know, I had an example of that just recently, and I didn't correct anybody. I responded to something basically saying that my trigger response is not to flee, that I would sooner, stand and fight than I would flee. I used some very choice words. And the room was stunned. They said, "Oh, I assumed that you would try to troubleshoot, assist the situation, resolve, mediate." No, once we take it there, I'm gonna take it there. And everybody, I can see everybody's back go straight. And okay, I believe it's better to hide your power. It always appear meek. When you cannot be nice, always be kind. If you are weak, appear strong. If you're strong, appear weak. This is saying that we have emotional fortitude, but we've been made to cry. And what we need to do is use that as an asset. That's giving us some kind of credit or credential here, Queen of Swords. We have the Devil, King of Pentacles, Magician, Strength card, Queen of Swords, Five of Wands, World card. All in that energy is saying like, we've had some type of completion, world card. We've achieved something, world card. It's actually a technical skill. We're adept now. Queen of Swords is giving us emotional fortitude, strength card. Strength card with the devil means number one, we have faced our shadow. Number two, we found emotional fortitude. Number three, we've overcome this lower nature. Number four, we've had to stand up and face or combat any type of fear, ignorance, falsity, illusion. We've also had to overcome some type of battle. It was one that was designed to drag us down, Five of Wands. All of that's in there. We yielded out of this experience. We made something of it. We actually turned it into a material manifestation. King of Pentacles. The word with that is we yielded out of the situation. Word, operative word being yield. We yielded out of the situation. King of Pentacles with the devil could also be Capricorn, Sun, or midheaven, which talks about Aries rising. Again, if there is an Aries rising, we would have Venus in there. So we're going from the strategy, cunning, tactic. There's kind of something obvious in front of us that we need to see. It's right there saying, hello, hello. Reach out and grab it. There's a couple different aces here. That means there's also a union and there's actually a match. I'm hearing hello from the other side. The lyrics escape me right now. I know a few more of those than the average song, though. I want to run through these pairings for some reason. So I'm looking for this Cancer moon. There's love here is hidden because there's a resentment. And that's going to need to be dealt with before anything else. It might just need to be some words get verbally said. What is this emotional fortitude? It's tackling something, taking the bull by the horns, Five of Wands, taming the beast, Five of Wands with the strength card. Because there's something to be tackled here. There's something that we haven't experienced yet or we haven't done yet. And it's time and we're ready. Because it's the thing that we need to do in order to restore stasis here, bring things back to an equilibrium. Something is getting out of control. There is a negative influence or a toxicity growing, and it's on our end. It's the onus to take care of it is on us. We might not have known that until this recently. I think somebody's tried to reach us a few times, and the response is lagging on our side. But we needed to overcome something. We were stuck in some kind of way, shape, form, or another. We might have been had a malady, sickness of the soul, and illness of the spirit. We might have been unhealed, unawakened in some kind of way, shape, form, or another. I'm wanting to say the word inept, meaning lacking skillfulness. We didn't know what we didn't know. You know, we can only respond to what we are shown. How are we supposed to know that the love would grow? And somebody's becoming overwhelmed by this desperata gelosia. Yeah, because they're loyal to us in some kind of way. Hello, 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 hello. I'm hearing that. Yeah, somebody is trying to get our attention a couple few times too. So there's something going on in public. I do want to say also, we're overcoming a lot of things at work. There was some energy blocking the progression of our job. That's ending. We've achieved something. I feel like we've had an achievement at work where we were a bottom feeder and now we're being elevated. That's one thing with work, everybody. Okay. In terms of work, everybody present in the meeting, I want to tell you we were lower on the rank in hierarchy and now we are ascending. That's one thing. Moving beyond work into the public arena where we're visible to others, there's something taking place in a relationship, an intimate union that we should be engaging in already. Other people are judging us because we haven't gone anywhere with it, and this person that we're attached to is in their feelings starting to form a resentment because we haven't catered to their feelings or attended or responded to their feelings. And they are under the impression that they've let us know that the door is open and we have yet to walk through said door. Now, we've come up and out of this. It was ineptitude on our part. We were ignorant because we were innocent, naive, and unexperienced, that we didn't know what we didn't know. We have recently had some kind of lesson. We have recently undergone some type of illumination, enlightenment, enumeration. Now we have insight. However, now we need to tackle this toxicity that's growing and mounting. We need to grab the bull by the horns. We need to ascend. It will happen. Yeah, there's love here. As I said, we're finally getting the message that there's love here. As I said, because this person's kind of getting tired of waiting. La vecchia senora, time's a wasted. Yeah. Living in a world that's oh so vain. Gonna let your focus change. We got it right here. That song's been coming through too. Living in a world that's oh so fast. Run, yeah, time's a wasting. Don't you take your time, young man. Keep on drifting. Ain't no telling where you'll land. Run, baby. Run, sugar. Where you running to? And who you're running from? The devil. Ignorance, illusion, confusion, falsities. Who you're running to. Some people may not understand what it takes to be a man taking full command. Yeah, cause living in a world that's oh so strange. Gonna let your focus change. Taking out the demons in your range. Five of Wands and the Devil card. Taking the bull by the horns when the Strength card is present. Tackling that demon. Yeah, I love that song. And it was right there too, because it's been coming through. Yeah. So somebody is single and they're waiting. They're single, willing, and ready. And it doesn't always mean love. It doesn't mean coitus copulation. It can be congenial or filial love. But I'm getting that somebody's single, they're ripe for the taking, whether they don't have a job, a role, a position, whether they haven't been approached, rather they're waiting. you know, now would be the moment. It does feel very much romantic. This also could be love in the workplace, but I'm not getting that. I'm feeling like it's love in public. Other people's eyes are on us. Too large of a group or too mixed of a group, no. It's not just a friend. It's not just a coworker. It's not just a teammate. It's not just a family member. I think it's a whole cascading cacophony. There's loyal love here. Somebody is waiting for us to come get this, get this. That's the thing, the discovery that we needed to make. Yeah, love is here waiting. Love is around the corner. Okay, done. Yeah, so we've kind of looked at all the corresponding energy here. I won't check into this Taurus sun or, uh-oh, somebody has a resentment here because they think it should be obvious, but it wasn't. They feel like they missed their opportunity for love or they're waiting for too long. They're becoming crazy. What's this Jupiter in Leo or the fifth house? Something is expanded. We're getting a divine assist, which is to have them wait because they have other options. Nine of Pentacles does not need to be single. They just haven't found what they're looking for. Les Diretta, we've had to emerge from the cocoon, and we might have been stupid up until very, very recently. Dumb, inept, unskilled, something like that. I don't mean to be so disparaging in my language, but we should actually use those words right now. We could have been dumb, ignorant, foolish, stupid, or could have just been innocent, naive, unskilled, unawakened, inept, meaning lacking skillfulness. There's some kind of, we're doing something that's hurting somebody's heart, though. It's damaging, it's near damaging. So we need to attend to this right away. And then there are some illusion, delusion, confusion. Something should be kind of obvious, but it wasn't to us. And this is in the past. We're going to grow from this ignorance that we used to have. It's ending, it's transitioning. There was something right there, right in front of us, falsita, that we couldn't see, peer, notice. And it created this disparaging energy. So spiriti, that means longing in Italiano. Run, baby, run, sugar. Who you running from? Yeah, where you running to and who you're running from. Yeah, see, this is giving me the energy of somebody's trying to protect their heart now because everything we do is breaking it. But it also has that they're moving in secret, that they're purposely not telling us something or acting contrivial. There might be, it might be contrived, forced. Alegría is not alegre, Allegrezza. Allegria is like fake love or false love or contrived joy. It's not allegrezza. Allegrezza al cuore, joy of the heart. L'allegria means like you get that joy from drinking because you have rose-colored glasses on, or it's contrivial. It's contrived. Would you rather spend the weekend partying with your friend, or would you rather spend the night in bed with your lover? I mean, they both have their thing, but on a cold night, you need a little huggle snuggle, right? You need a little warm body. That's kind of the proposition there. So yeah, the solution, something is burning down, but the solution is here. What is this pair of sevens? Because it's an alert. There's something we need to recognize. Recognize. Okay, so tell me. Uh-oh, tell me what you're thinking about when you got me waiting patiently. The double king is an alliance. Somebody wants to build a family with us, whether they know it or not. It might not be here in the physical, but the reason that we're so drawn to each other is because the universe knows that we can build. And they're saying they need two divine beings to come together so we can raise angel babies. And we're just now getting the message. Okay, so this ace of, yeah, there's a union here. Queen of Swords, Eight of Cups. It's imperative that we handle up on this situation. Mhm. I just got such a big download. Okay, so there is a legacy relationship. We're going to build an estate with this person. It's a lifetime, long-term relationship coming. And it is a love. It is a love, but it happens either in the workplace or in public. And there was another message about job. If we were entry level, we're going to raise. If we were lacking seniority, we're going to gain. If we were towards the bottom of the totem pole or on the hierarchy, we're going to ascend. Then the message transitions to love. Okay. But the love either happens in the workplace or I'm not getting that, but or it happens in public. And we got a reaction on that. There's a love relationship coming. We're already in a union in the spirit. We're kingdom spouse. We're assigned by the divine. Yeah, Six of Cups, Ten of Cups. We're definitely assigned by the divine. Yeah, so we've got to secure this connection. And it might come around for us, for them to secure it with us, but we've got to recognize that the door is open or make it known that the door is open if we're the one getting approached. Yeah, somebody needs to take command here, and I have a feeling that we can both do it, but somebody's been gently, nicely, patiently waiting. Yeah, there's this we need to commit to something here. Emaneo, the union, the wedding. Okay, so what's this pair of queens? It's a reconciliation. Ooh, I do want to say something. There are a group of people that know that somebody has affection for us and think that we're being cruel by not returning this affection or shutting it down completely. And the moment we secure this position, the kindness we'll be receiving from this group will shift on a turn on a dime. That's also part of the reason why we're coming up as the devil. Actually, we had ignorance before. We were naive to something, but not in the best way. Because the universe was gently knocking at the door and we were bold-facedly annoying, like ignoring it. Also, there's some type of Capricorn energy that we possess, so we're not actually the devil. But we were misattributed. Seven of Cups with the Devil's misattribution, mislabel, misjudge, misperceive, mistake, misuse, mistreat because of a belief that wasn't true. I remember earlier in the meeting, I was saying, like, objects in the rearview mirror, they appear closer than they are. And there's some kind of facade illusion, mirage, glamour, mirror magic. We're difficult to perceive, and assumptions are being made because feelings are heightened, but yet nobody is saying that to our face. And we're actually coming off a little scary. We possess this power, and people don't know where they are with us. But if they look even deeper, even deeper, even deeper, even deeper below the surface, it turns out that we're a softie, we're a sweetheart. However, we seem terrifying. We might not know our own power. This is very common with the Strength card and the Queen of Cups. And I just got a very big, strong confirmation on that. Okay, but honestly, like every time I check, it just talks about relationship. It keeps going, there's this love, there's this love, there's this love. Somebody really wants to be in a long-term committed relationship with us. They met us in a public space where they don't have one-on-one private access to us. And they're terrified, either because of the feelings or because of the power we have over them or because of our demeanor. They don't know how to approach us. And this happens sometimes when we're all about the business and we don't soften up. We might be overly professional or something like that. Queen of Swords has that tendency. We might be too business-like. But really what's coming is their disappointment, their depression, their hurt feelings. It's expanding, it's growing. The hurt feelings is growing. Bringing on the heartache here. Queen of Cups, Five of Cups, they need to clear the air, they need to purge, they need to leave the past in the past. But there's some spilled milk here for sure. And somebody really feels like we either need to wise up and mature or handle up, level up. Queen of Wands with the Eight of Cups, or we need to let this go. They're like, let me go or let me in. I don't know why I'm hearing there's some hoes in this house. There's some hoes in this house. There's some hoes in this house. Um, Certified freak, 7 days a week. Okay, somebody's very and ready to go. Oh, I just understood those lyrics. Okay, well, we do have the Ace of Wands here. That can be an erection. We do have the Ace of Cups here. That can be ecstasy on the. Uh, I just heard what I said. Excuse me. I That sometimes comes on my running playlist. I didn't know what the lyrics were until this moment. I'm a little startled by that, to be honest. Oh my God. Okay, let me compose myself. But we do have that here. I mean, if we're talking about pull-out game and WAP. Um, we got the Ace of Cups, that's the female equation, and we got the Ace of Wands, that's the male equation. And we have the Six of Wands and the Four of Wands. It keeps coming through, which means leveling up the relationship. If we're in the talking stage, then we're in the dating phase. Or if we're, living together, now we're engaged. Or if we're dating, now we're going steady and exclusive. It's a level up, whatever kind of level up. Whatever stage we're at, we go to the next one. So if we haven't experienced bed pleasures yet, it might be around the corner. I mean, we don't have a prevalence of sixes here, but we do actually. Let me be quiet. We have the Six of Wands, which is one of the SCX cards. L'ecesso, coitus copulation, bed pleasures. Okay, well, it was here all along, and I didn't get it. With the Strength card, that means come get this. And somebody might have told us gently that they were looking for the yeah. Yeah. Um, I'm startled because it all came rushing in. I think I just heard what the channel was trying to tell me this whole time. I'll be honest, personally, that's not the first thing or the last thing on my mind. It takes me a minute to get there. You got to be really clear about that. Lust with the devil card and the strength card. I'm a priestess. I'm a tantric priestess too. So you've got to be really clear about that because I'm good. Um, Wow. Okay. It's the truth. This person really are saving themselves, is what I'm being told. And they were until recently. I think they might have spilled. spilt over, bubbled over because they were getting impatient. They needed to, okay, yeah, this is getting very graphic all of a sudden. Um, I'm a bit startled. Somebody just got their uh, back blown out because they were tired of waiting. So I think that means the feminine side. And it seems like there was competition here. They weren't getting what they wanted out of us, but I think they needed to be more clear. And are we the masculine then? Or did we go get our back blown out? Is that what that means? Because we should be on the same page, but there's not there's it's cold between us. King and Queen of Swords, there's coldness between them. King of Swords. So now I'm getting it. There should be more love and romance here, but it's competition and fighting and it's depleting. Okay, I'm getting way too much. Let's wrap this up. Um, yeah, there was some third party interference because somebody was getting impatient. The other person sneaked away and tried to start something, but that person was already involved. There might have been a little sex though. I excuse my language. There might have been a little bed pleasures because I'm getting a prevalence of sixes all of a sudden. And I wonder if they were screaming sex, 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 sex with that six of wands, because six of wands is the sex card. So it's the two of wands and the ace of wands. That's all sex card, confirmed by the death card or the excuse me, by the devil card or the strength card. And then we got a confirmation here. Yeah, they went in, they put themselves out there, but nothing is us, and nothing has love. We're the love. We are the love that they want. We are the love that they want. Okay, so this has been a reading about um, a couple few things. Okay, so let me summarize. It started out with an ascension at work, and the same energy was read a couple few different ways. Okay, so one, if we're lower on the totem pole, we're going to rise. Two, if we were kind of a bottom feeder, didn't have the right job, didn't have the right position, didn't have the right kind of paycheck, that's going to shift within the next couple of weeks. Thirdly, if we looked kind of stupid or, you know, undesirable, unattractive, if we looked kind of boring or basic or petty or ordinary, there's a come up, a level up, a boss up, a glow up, a handle up. Okay, we're ascending, we're becoming much more attractive, much more desirable. Okay, also if we were vying for a role or a position, we reached out and grabbed it. There might have been a lot of shocking and jocking or a lot of offers, or we might have been sending out a lot of applications or even internally applying for that position. Finally, it's ours. It's ours. So if it hasn't come in yet, keep putting out the same energy. That would be next steps. Keep putting out the same energy because we're about to manifest something. Moving into this union or relationship or love. Something started in public, maybe in the workplace, maybe in community. The reason why it's not specific where is because it's mixed energy. They're not just a friend, they're a work partner. They're not just a work partner, they're a family member, or not just a family member, they're a community member. It's something mixed. Okay, so next steps is to open the door, or if the door has been opened for us, to walk through it. Okay, so it's been an honor and a delight to serve. Thank you for allowing me the privilege to do so because there is coitus copulation soon, bed pleasures, lacesso. Okay. There is the need to, the next step is that we need to move it into the next step. Does that make sense? Meaning, if we were talking, now we need to be dating. If we were dating, now we need to be exclusive. If we were exclusive, now we need to be living together. If we were living together, now we need to be engaged. If we were engaged, now we need to be married. If we're married, now we need to buy a house. If we bought a house, now we need to have children. If we have children, now we need to plan for retirement and tuition. If the children are about to leave the house, then we need to, move into that next stage. You hear what I'm saying? So that's what this reading was talking about. But there was also this thing about grabbing the bull by the horns, handling up on toxicity, and also doing the thing, eating that frog, biting the bullet. There's a hurdle to overcome, and the onus is on us because we were coming off as the issue. And we might be the issue for the only simple reason of we just didn't know. Maybe people are holding us accountable when they never took the time to make us accountable. We might not know that there's expectations been placed upon us. However, we are gonna handle up on this. But there's something that needs to be discovered because obvious things sometimes need to be made obvious. Sometimes common sense is not that common. Sometimes things that go without saying need to be said just once. Does that make sense? So it's been a delight and an honor and a privilege to serve. Thank you for allowing me the pleasure to do so. Just a quick dedication of merit to all those still lost out there to illusion, delusion, confusion. Lost in the seas of time, trapped somewhere in the matrix, yet to heal, yet to awaken, yet to return to the resplendent bliss of the divine, unconditional love and universal oneness. Honoponopono, I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive us. Thank you. We love you. We're sorry. Please forgive us. Thank you. We pray that your steps are ordered, your path illuminated, and that you find salvation and redemption in this lifetime. May you be whole, may you be healthy, may you be well, may you be at peace, may you receive everything you ever wanted, starting what you deserve. Starting with what you deserve. Again, this was a channeled reading by Supreme Priestess Abossi at Vertex of Abundance, Oracle Counselorship Edition. It was actually Daily Tarot Buffet for the transiting moon into Aries. If anything resonated deeply with you, transiting moon into Capricorn during Aries season. If anything resonate, I'm startled. I'm sorry. That's what's going on. Sex came out suddenly, and it was right there the whole time. I didn't even know. It was screaming at me, and I couldn't even perceive it. So I'm shook. I'm shook. I'm shook. If anything resonated deeply with you, go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe, leave a review, book a session, send a donation. Until we meet again, until we read again, namaste, dhanava, and ashe. Sayonara, that's Vidanya, Avida Zen. Take care. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.